Hey Shannon, this is Tristan with Big Picture SEO. I spoke on the phone with Bruce earlier and he told me that I could shoot you guys this video showing you a couple ways you can increase your online presence. This is that video. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I'm sure you're a busy person, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Now, the very first thing that I want to show you here is that when you type in your guys' domain name, I'll even go back, click enter, reload it. The website does not pop up at all. Likely you don't have your DNS pointing, or excuse me, fixed into your website, but maybe there could be another issue internally. I'm not sure, but this is something you guys are gonna have to get figured out because nobody can get on your website right now. And then usually from there, the normal way I do this video is I show you guys your ranking on Google. And so I'll get to what all of this means throughout the video, but I'm not really going to show it in terms of your domain. I'll show you the number one organically listed website that's within Google in your guys' area. So whenever you look up Painting Springfield, Missouri, the first business website that pops up is going to be this 417 guy here. Scroll down in the map pack, Painting Contractor Springfield, all about paint 417. So he's getting, from being in the third position off of that, he's getting 197 people on his website a month. That's what traffic is. And his keywords, he has 305, and keywords are just the words and phrases that Google deems are common search terms that you want to be ranking for and found for. So we can go in and we can see where he's getting his traffic from, how it works, which keywords you should be targeting and which ones you should away from. So he's got, All Season Painter Springfield that has 250 searches a month. And he's in the third position, which means he's the third organic website that pops up for that search term, and he gets 32 people on his on his website a month from that. And this is a fine keyword, but you want to stay as location oriented as possible. Like I know there's a Springfield, Virginia, and a Springfield, Illinois, as well as a Springfield, Missouri. So having Painting Springfield, Missouri is definitely a way better option because these are all people specifically in your town looking for painting. And that has 300 searches a month. He's in the fourth position, so he's getting 28 people a month on his website from that. And low KDs, so it's not exactly hard to rank for. Springfield Painter, 200 searches a month. Again, this could be for Illinois or Virginia as well. But he gets 23 people a month off of that. Still, the 10% conversion, which is not bad when with SEO ranking. Painter Springfield, Missouri, again 300 searches, fifth position, so he's in the 23rd. House Painting Springfield, Missouri, 100 searches a month. Second position, 18th, and we could go through all of these, but it would take quite a bit of while to just read them all off. But as you can see, he's not getting his traffic one specific way. It's by a combination of having all these keywords and ranking with those. So the way that you obviously place keywords within your website is by number one, having a website that can be found, and number two, within your content, you write high quality and relevant content that's keyword rich. Now I'm not saying if in one paragraph you should put, let's go back to these keywords, painter or painting Springfield, Missouri, and painter Springfield, Missouri. You should try and keep it, 100 to 150 words per keyword, because Google's algorithms, when they index your site, are built out to deter spam and bot-like sites. So anything that resembles that would be deemed as not real, would be flagged and not allowed to rank. So you just have to be creative with the way that you write your content and make sure that you're not overstuffing with keywords, because it'll only hurt your ranking in the long term. But after you get the keywords implemented into your site, the way that you boost yourself position-wise, bring the ranking, is by bringing power to your website. And you do that with backlinks. And all a backlink is a link with inside of a website that points back to a website. So for example, if I could click this link and it would take me back to their website, that would be a backlink. And a referring domain is just a website that has your link in it. So they have 90 websites pointing back to them with a total of 163 links. And I would tell you yours, but because your website's not up, there's no analytical data here for me to show you. But we can go in and we can see where they're getting their power from, and what's working for them, what's not. And we can look here if it loads. So they got Estimate Rocket, that's a 36 DR, pointing back to them. Estimate Rocket again, 3 best rated, Home Blue, Yellow Pages, Estimate Rocket, Blogspot. So blogs are really good. Number one, because it shows Google that you're willing to give out valuable information onto the internet without asking for anything in return, except a link pointing back to you for some power and credibility. But it also gives you that credible look on Google, and authenticity is the biggest thing. So like I said, with content, you can't spam. You need to look like a real person, the entire time, because spam and bot-like sites are a no-go in Google's eyes. But good Samaritans and real people are gold. So the more blogs that you put out and link back to yourself, the more real it makes you look. I got another blogspot here, blogspot DYB coach. I'm not sure what that is. Never seen this one before. It's a no follow link though, and that just means that it's not actually passing any power to them. So it's not really benefiting their positioning, their ranking at all. Blogspot again, Yellow Pages, Blogspot. So I would assume we could go through all of these. It would take a little bit of time, but I would assume that a good amount of these are Blogspots. And yeah, so they have this organic ranking, below Penny with a Twist, which is in a lot of places, and then Yelp, because they're ranking here, they're getting this many people on their website. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is going to be citations. And a citation is just your business's name, address, and phone number. And you list those inside of directories, which are just websites that allow you to do so. So things like Yellow Pages, Expertise, 3 Best Rated, Kev's Best, a local database, Easy Local. And then, there's literally hundreds of them out there that you can list yourself in, and the more the better, because again, it gives you that credible look, makes you look authentic. And, as long as you're not putting them in like landscaping pages within Yelp and whatnot, as long as it makes you look real, it brings power and credibility to your website. So that's pretty much the basics of ranking. Again, the most important thing that you're going to need to do is at least get your website back up, and then add the keywords and the backlinks to it. So it's not really, because a website that's not ranking is essentially a business card that you leave inside of a post office. That somebody's not really going to pick it up, but it's there just in case. But with the right strategies, you can put them in front of people. But anyway, I hope that this was helpful for you. I do offer these services, so if this is something you feel like you might be interested in, or maybe you just want to talk more about it to learn more about it, feel free to reach back out to me. My number is 812-827-3138. Thank you for your time and have a good rest of your day.